Hey, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vik and Wern Sports Chat. I'm Vik and welcome to our morning show. Oh, it's early this morning after a long night last night with the Premier League and Manchester United. Let me just first take a sip of my tea this morning so that I can get up to speed. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. I see Ronnie, Rose Garden, Di Carter, Antonio Di Marco, and Amanda Jackson Brown from San Diego. Jesus, what's the time in San Diego? If it's 7 here, it must be about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So maybe you were out on the party or you're still going out for the party. But listen here, big sports evening again last night, once again. Premier League, my voice, maybe I was shouting too much on our live thing yesterday. Let's get straight into it. There's nowhere else to start but the Premier League. The top two games we did on Wednesday already, but don't worry about it. Aston Villa, good win. They're back to winning ways. It's been like 7-8 games that they didn't get a win. They beat Brentford 3-1. Then Everton bounced back big time. After the 4-0 thrashing United gave Everton on the weekend, they bounced back and they beat Wolves 4-0. Watch a little bit of that game during our live commentary. Everton look good. I'm happy for Sean Dyche. The way my voice is going, I'm going to sound like Sean Dyche soon. Then Bernie, good morning. Then Man City back to winning ways. Hey, after 7 games not winning, Man City eventually beat Nottingham Forest. I did say to all my friends that are Nottingham Forest fans, I think Forest will start coming down slowly but surely. But good win for City. Shout out to Cheslin. He must be happy that City won again. Then the cracker of the day, Newcastle against Liverpool. This was a fantastic game. I mean, Newcastle went up. Then Liverpool made it 1-1. Then it was 2-1. And then it was 2-2. 3-2 to Liverpool. And in the dying seconds, Fabian Schär, our Swiss boy there, came up with a goal. But the goalkeeper of Liverpool. I'm just going to take the Premier League table really quickly down. There you go. The goalkeeper of Liverpool has to be, sorry to say, the jackass of the day. He has to be the jackass. I mean, all he had to do was just hold the ball. But he thought, now I'm going to be clever. He pulls his hands down. He thinks he can let the ball go out of bounds. And old Fabian is there and he slots it in. Look, it's the second day in a row that the goalkeeper's been a jackass. People say I have it out for the goalkeepers. Not true. I'm a big fan of all goalkeepers, believe me. But crazy mistake by Kelleher. And it cost his team 2 points. But Liverpool still in a comfortable position. But let's get straight back to the other results. Then we had Southampton against Chelsea. Chelsea were rampant there. Southampton were quite early down, but with a red card. But 5-1 to Chelsea. And Chelsea are number 2 in the league. They are the number 1 chasers of Liverpool. Didn't I tell you at the beginning of the season Chelsea would have a good season? And then last but not least, Arsenal Man United. Look, let's put everything into perspective. Deserved win from Arsenal, 2-0. They actually didn't have a shot on goal other than from the corners. I mean, their corners were killing us. I mean, that's almost like 15 or 16 corners against United, 0 corners. We couldn't defend the corners. But what I did see was I saw a lot of good play from United. I feel positive about the future for United. I can see what the new coach, Ruben Amorim's trying to do. I thought we didn't play that bad. I mean, yes, you can lose in the Emirates, especially in the phase that we are. Let me have a look. Whoa. Stop the presses. Cheslin's in the thing. Yes, you got some points, Cheslin. Yes, you got some points for your prediction that United was going to lose. And you must be happy that City know how to win again. Listen here, people thought that the Premier League race was over. I told them, no race is over after 13 games. That's like saying, oh, I'm running 1,000 meters and after 100 meters, the race is over. That's bullshit. This Premier League season is going to throw up a lot of more twists and turns and everything. I mean, there's big games coming up on the weekend. I'm talking about the weekend. Whoa. Stop. Talking about the weekend. It's going to be our first ever dual live program, meaning we're going to have 2 live streams at the same time. One out of this studio and one out of our other studio at Wern's place. Wern will be doing the Rugby live, and I will be doing Manchester United against Nottingham Forest live. So you guys are going to have to split your screen, get 2 screens, because we're not going to be in the same building. We're going to do 2 things. That's very special for us. We hope that works out. Yes, City has a lot to do. Don't worry, Chesson. That will come. But that was the Premier League. Look, there are still 2 games tonight. Bournemouth against Tottenham and Fulham against Brighton. I mean, all the games at the moment are very exciting in the Premier League. So let's check that out. See what happens tonight. We'll talk about that tomorrow morning. Then we move on. There were games in the Bundesliga, but not for the league, for the DFB Pokal. Very traditional thing. The games in red we did yesterday already. I just kept them up there. Last night, no problem, Cheslin, no problem. You guys, I think more people be at the Rugby, but that's fine. Hey, no problem. Just leave me on my own. No, I'm just joking. Let's get into it. Köln beat Hertha Berlin after extra time 2-1. Wolfsburg thrashed Hoffenheim 3-0. Karlsruhe Augsburg, that ended 2-2, and Augsburg won 4-5 on penalties, if I see that correctly. And then, for me, a big surprise. I mean, Leipzig has been in a little bit of a rut. They haven't won a game in the Champions League this year. They've been losing games in the Bundesliga. Their coach has been under massive scrutiny, but they pulled off a fantastic win last night. I watched a little bit of that when I got home. I thought he set the team up well. So that is why I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to say Marco Rose is my star man of the day. You've got to give it to some of the coaches, not always the players. And I'm happy for Marco Rose. I think he's a good coach, and I just hope Leipzig stick with him. So Marco Rose, you are the star man of the day with a fantastic result for your team. Leipzig beating Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal 3-0. Then we move on. We do have some international results, and please don't get on my case. But I've got to move that a little bit in there for you guys to see a little bit better. There you go. Don't get on my case because there are no emblems. I'm working on those emblems. I've just been doing a lot. But let's start. In the Scottish Premier League, big game. Aberdeen lost to Celtic, 1-2. 1 being Celtic, 2 being Aberdeen. Looks like Celtic are heading to their 370,000th title. Rangers thrashed Kilmarnock 6-0 and Dundee beat Motherwell 1-0. In the Dutch League, Ajax and Utrecht, they drew 2-2. In the Austrian League, RB Salzburg thrashed Hartberg 4-0. Then, this is a special shout out to our producer Ryan. Yes, his beloved FC Basel came through on penalties last night, 2-2 against FC Sion. People don't know, Sion is like this massive traditional cup winner. Sion in the cups are unbelievable, and but Basel came through. The goalkeeper for Basel was sensational in the penalty shootout. He saved 2 penalties, so they came through really well. And then, big surprise. Athletic Bilbao beats Real Madrid 2-1 in the Spanish League. I'm going to say something here quickly. We're going to put this man on the screen. Kylian Mbappe. Everybody thinks he's the greatest footballer in the world. I don't. I definitely don't. I think he's overhyped and overpaid. I'm not saying he's a bad footballer. I just don't think he's in the top 3 of the world. I think at the moment Mo Salah is better than Kylian Mbappe. I think Erling Haaland's better than Kylian Mbappe. I think Jude Bellingham's better than Kylian Mbappe. I think Vinicius Junior is better than Kylian Mbappe. I even think I think Martin Odegaard is better than Kylian Mbappe at the moment, and that's why Kylian Mbappe today is going to get my Red Cross. Because he misses another penalty for Real Madrid. Another penalty. He is just not happy at Real Madrid. Being the big fish in a small pond. So I'm saying when he was at Paris Saint-Germain, that's a small pond, the French league. Or being just a normal fish in a big pond at Real Madrid, where you have superstars all over the place. I don't know if this is the right role for Kylian Mbappe. I mean, the French coach has left him out of the team, not doing so well. No, he is not. I would never want my club, Manchester United, to sign Kylian Mbappe. I actually think he would have done really well in the Premier League. I think if he went to Liverpool, he would have been doing a lot better than at Real Madrid. I just think this boy has got too much going on in his life other than football. There's a lot of that going on in sports these days. But that is my Red Cross man of the day. Then, hey, big games in the NBA. Big games in the NBA. So let's get to this NBA. Yeah, the Celtics beat the Pistons 120 to 130. The scoring in the NBA these days is unbelievable, the high scoring. Celtics without their superstar Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis added in respectively 28 and 26 points. So the Celtics on a roll. Celtics doing well in the Eastern Conference. The Pacers lose to the Nets. Look, wasn't a very exciting game, but Cameron Johnson did have 26 points in a losing cause for the Pacers. Then the Lakers. The Lakers are going only one way, and that is south. I mean, the Lakers, what are they? I think they've lost 6 of the last 8. LeBron is, I think, 1 of 23 on the last 23 shots off 3-pointers. I mean, they've lost the last 2 games by a combined total score of 71 points. So Lakers are not doing well. Got a shout out to Tyler Hero from the Heat. Everybody knows I'm a Heat fan. Tyler Hero scored 21 of his 31 points in the third quarter, and the Heat dished out a franchise record, 42 assists. The Magic and the 76ers. Magic beat the 76ers 106-102. A lot of things you got to say there. Franz Wagner playing well there. Shout out to all the Germans out there. 35 points. And again, the 76ers without Joel Embiid. The 76ers without Paul George. I mean, the 76ers are now 5-15. Let me just go through. Go Mavs. Why Heat? Why Heat? All right, Cheslin, just for you. Why do I support the Miami Heat? Oh, got to go back now. Jeez, people are going to know how old I am. About 37 years ago. 37 years ago. That's around now. 30, even more. 34, 36. Yeah, about 35, 36 years ago. I went on my own on a little trip to Florida. And that was exactly the year the Miami Heat were founded. They had never played a game. And I was in Miami. And everywhere I saw the merchandise, and I liked that. The flame and stuff like that. I was that short of getting a tattoo, but I thought if I come home with a tattoo, I'd get into shit street. So I bought a Miami Heat jacket for my brother, and there was this preseason game that I went to go watch. And since then, I've been a Miami Heat fan. Yes, I like the Celtics and all that stuff, but that was the first time, brand new franchise. So that's when I started supporting the Miami Heat. So now you know. Then the Hawks against the Bucks, 119-104. Got to get my notes here. That's the 5th straight win for the Hawks. The Hawks are starting to roll. I'm going to shout out to Clint Capella because he is a Swiss player. He had 17 rebounds, doing really, really well. Clint Capella in the NBA. Lillard and Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo had 31 and Lillard 25 in a losing cause for the Bucks. The Bucks are up and down, but it's starting to roll for the Bucks. And then the game that just finished a few minutes ago, the Minnesota Timberwolves thrashed the LA Clippers. Look, the Clippers without Kawhi Leonard, I mean, this is just too many players in the NBA. Load management. I've got a little injury, I'm not playing. I mean, Jesus, Michael Jordan must be thinking to himself, if I could play in this era, I'd be scoring 50 a night. I'd be breaking every record because this NBA has become really, really soft. But it was a terrible night for James Harden. He was 1 of 10 from field goals, 1 of 6 from 3-pointers. He had 5 points. As a superstar in the NBA, with this kind of defense, soft defense, you cannot have 5 points. So James Harden, I should have put you up as the Pratt of the week, but nah. You got to do a lot better than that. Then we move on. We stay in North America and we move on to the NHL scoreboard. New. I've just always given the results. Now we have the scoreboard. Got a shout out to Rose Garden, because I know me and him, we went together once to see this whole spectacular that's called the Las Vegas Golden Knights. It's unbelievable what happens there before games in Las Vegas. I mean, it gets celebrated. It's like Mardi Gras Carnival, the Rio Carnival, the Swiss Fasnacht, whatever you want to call it, all in one. It's fantastic. So the Golden Knights beat the Ducks 4-1. The Stars lost 2-3 to the LA Kings. The Bruins and the Blackhawks, the Bruins won 4-2. Now that is one of the real traditional games in the NHL. That's one of the two old teams. The Boston Bruins against the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, Golden Knights, new team. The Ducks, been around for a few years, but also new. But definitely, that's a traditional roundup. Boston against Chicago. What a game that was. 4-2 to the Bruins. And then the Predators, the Nashville Predators, they lost 2-3 against the Maple Leafs. I always keep an eye out for the Predators, because a lot of Swiss boys play for the Predators. And so we've got that. Yeah, so that is our morning show already. A little bit cricket this morning, but let me tell you what's happening else. There's this young kid coming up. I'm going to just put this in the front of me. This young kid, a 12-year-old dart kid called Jaden Walker. He beat, Glenn Durant, I think it's world champion of not the PDC, the other World Championship Series. He beat Glenn Durant in the final. He's a 12-year-old kid. Is this the next Luke Littler? He was knocking in 180s. He won his first title with 12 years old. Me and Wern, we play a lot of darts during our shows on the side between the breaks and stuff like that. And unbelievable, 12-year-old doing stuff like that. Congratulations to to Jaden Walker, the young man, the 12-year-old kid. That's a name. Write that down, ladies and gentlemen. We can take him. Wern. We can't take him, because he was banging in 180s. What have you had since we've played now? You've had two 180s. The best I've had is a 140. This kid was banging in 180s. He's had more 180s in that one game than you've had in your lifetime. No, this kid is really good. And we're looking forward to seeing what happens to him. I always say be careful with the young people. He's 12 years old. There's a hype. 2 years down the line, he sees this beautiful girl or guy, whatever, rocks his boat, and he falls in love, and everything goes south from there on. So be careful. Then, hey, listen here. There was biathlon. Everybody knows I'm a big winter sports fan. Biathlon is on. I think there's more biathlon today. I'll give you a nice rundown on Friday about all the winter sports coming up on the weekend. There's the downhill, the men's downhill. There's women ski racing. There's cross country. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a winter sport update. So we'll check that all out tomorrow. But hey, it was for a United fan, it was disappointing that we lost yesterday, but I can see progress. I'm looking forward to all the sports today. There are still 2 Premier League games. Cheslin. Cricket is also starting, yes, and I will give you a rundown on cricket. And on the weekend, Wern is going to get a lot into cricket. I think it's South Africa taking on Sri Lanka, if I'm correct. I think, where's England? England is in New Zealand, if I'm correct. And India is at Australia at the moment. So there's a lot of things going on. But we'll get into all the cricket, don't worry. Then we'll get into a lot of rugby on the weekend. And Cheslin's going to leave me all on my own and stick with Wern. So we'll be getting into all of that, don't worry. Tomorrow, this show, as they say, it's a progress. We're evolving. Don't worry. I just got to make sure this morning show never gets to an hour, because that is just time limit that I don't have. But listen here. Thanks for watching this morning. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We are at 11,138 subscriptions. We want to get to 12,000 by Sunday evening. So keep on subscribing and liking. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thanks for the watch. Cheslin, Rose Garden, and everybody out there. Thanks and cheers, and see you tomorrow morning, same time, 7 o'clock Central European time.